those challenges. Well, new challenges, just like here and everywhere else, and I would say not just in the non-blue blood programs, but even at some level in the blue blood programs, new challenges have presented themselves with NIL, with the portal. So you've had to address them on the fly and pivot and adjust on the move, and I think he's trying to do that. So now let's look and see if, in fact, we have an upper-level elite quarterback in JT Daniels, which it appears that that's what he can be. You know, at his best, he's that kind of guy. He's a difference-making quarterback. And that's not, to disrespect Jared Dakey, who gave us a lot of quality snaps and a lot of quality production, and he was a mainstay for us offensively. I'm just not so sure that he's a difference maker. If you surround him with the appropriate supporting cast, he's going to win some football games for you, and he did. And he made some plays for us. But JT Daniels, maybe he is that difference maker. And this is probably the first time, if in fact that's the case, that we'll be judging Neal with that difference-making quarterback behind center. And that's when you truly find out what a coach might be all about.
Sticking with JT Daniels, the difference maker, how much does he change just the feel, the energy, and the perception versus had they been at the same point in the offseason and JT Daniels was not a part of the plans next year? Like, how much does he spruce up the expectations? Because it seems like that gave the program a real jolt.
Yeah, it did. And from a timing standpoint, you could argue that, well, we wish he was here in the spring to rep with the ones and maybe get in sync with things. But, maybe you can look at it the other way. If you want to look at it as a glass half full situation, we have three talented young quarterbacks who are vying for reps, vying for snaps, and trying to work their way up the pecking order. And they were kind of left to their own devices to split those snaps without JT around. And those were all quality snaps. So the fact that JT committed when he did, to your point, really energized the fan base. I think energized the program at large. There was a positive vibe immediately surrounding things. Even on the recruiting front, we've made some inroads. There's been a lot of positive progress there. Of course, it's ongoing in the portal, but I mean the 23 class looking into next year from the high school standpoint. So, yeah, it changed the perspective, and it was a big deal. I mean, it's not often that you have an opportunity to lure in, a five-star former recruit, right? A kid that was the only player in history to be named Gatorade National Player of the Year as a junior. So how can you not be excited about that, to invite that kind of guy into your program, not just maybe make your room that much better, but maybe even take it to a whole new level?
How much do you almost count Graham Harrell